Become an extraordinary leader. The secret to authentic influence. Ever wondered what sets an ordinary leader apart from one who inspires, motivates, and leaves a legacy? It's not just charisma or power, it's the ability to connect, build trust, and lead with purpose. Welcome to our video on how to become an extraordinary leader and influence people with authentic authority. Today, you'll uncover practical, powerful, and effective actions to build leadership that transforms lives. Get ready to take notes, because this is the first of 4 parts packed with strategies to help you stand out. Part 1. Lay the groundwork. Master self-awareness for leadership success. Ever wondered what sets an ordinary leader apart from one who inspires, motivates, and leaves a legacy? It's not just charisma or power. It's the ability to connect, build trust, and lead with purpose. Welcome to our video on how to become an extraordinary leader and influence people with authentic authority. Get ready to take notes, because this is the first of 4 parts packed with strategies to help you stand out. Part 1. The foundation of authentic leadership. Know yourself. Great leadership starts with self-awareness. You can't lead others if you don't know who you are, what you stand for, or what drives you. Impactful leaders don't pretend to be something they're not, they build authority through authenticity. Let's dive into practical actions to create a solid foundation. 1. Discover your values and purpose. Influential leaders are crystal clear about what they stand for. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What impact do I want to make? Take time to write down your core values, like integrity, empathy, or innovation. For example, a leader who values transparency builds trust by being open, even in tough moments. Practical action. Set aside 15 minutes today for a simple exercise. Write down 5 values that guide your decisions. Then, craft a sentence that sums up your purpose as a leader. Example: inspire people to reach their best with courage and collaboration. This will be your guiding compass. 2. Master your emotions. Leadership isn't just about rational decisions. It's about managing emotions, yours and others. A leader who loses their cool in a crisis or doesn't listen loses credibility. Emotional intelligence is key to building genuine connections. Powerful action. Practice active listening. In your next conversation, focus 100% on what the other person is saying without planning your response. Ask open-ended questions like, how do you feel about this? Or, what do you think we can improve? This shows respect and strengthens your authority. 3. Be consistent. Authority doesn't come from grand gestures, but from consistency. People trust leaders who follow through. If you say you'll deliver a project by Friday, deliver by Friday. If you promise to listen to your team, be present. Small, consistent actions build a rock-solid reputation. Efficient action. Choose one small promise you can keep this week, like responding to emails within 24 hours or giving feedback to a colleague. Follow through diligently and watch how people start trusting you more. Why this works. When you know your values, control your emotions, and act consistently, you build a foundation of trust. People don't follow titles. They follow leaders who show confidence and authenticity. In the next part, we'll explore how to communicate your vision with impact and inspire action. Loving these tips? Hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next part, where we'll dive into sharing your vision with clarity and power. Part 2. Inspire action. The power of impactful communication. In Part 1, we covered how self-awareness lays the foundation for authentic leadership. Now, in Part 2, we're diving into a critical skill for any leader who wants to influence others. Powerful communication. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it, and the impact your words create. Let's explore practical, effective actions to share your vision with clarity and inspire action. The art of powerful communication. Influential leaders know communication is the bridge between an idea and its execution. A poorly communicated vision is like a map with no directions, no one knows where to go. Here are 3 practical strategies to communicate with authority and engage others. 1. Tell stories that connect. People don't remember data or generic speeches, they connect with stories. Great leaders use storytelling to inspire and build emotional bonds. Want to convince your team to embrace a new project? Share a story of someone who overcame similar challenges, or explain how the project will impact lives. Practical action in your next meeting. Start with a short story. It could be a personal experience, like an obstacle you overcame, or a metaphor that illustrates your point. For example, when I started in this field, I failed on a big project, but I learned that failing fast takes us further. Keep it to 1-2 minutes with an engaging start, a challenge, and a clear lesson. 2. Speak with clarity and simplicity. Authority doesn't come from fancy words, but from clear messages. Avoid jargon or beating around the bush. If your team can't grasp your vision in 30 seconds, it's not clear enough. A leader who communicates simply earns respect and trust. Powerful action. Before presenting an idea, boil it down to one simple sentence. Example: we're launching this product to save our clients 20% of their time. Test it with a colleague by asking, "Does this make sense to you?" Tweak until it's crystal clear. 3. Use the power of scarcity and urgency. To influence, you need to spark immediate action. Emotional triggers like scarcity, "We only have until Friday to decide," or urgency, "The sooner we start, the bigger the impact," move people to act. But use them ethically. Manipulation erodes trust. Efficient action. Next time you need to persuade someone, add a genuine sense of urgency. For example, "If we implement this now, we can be ahead of the competition in 3 months." Be specific and truthful to maintain credibility. Why this works. Stories build emotional connections, clarity fosters trust, and urgency inspires action. Combine these, and your message isn't just heard, it's felt and followed. In the next part, we'll talk about building trust and loyalty in your team to strengthen your authority even more. Liked these strategies? Drop a comment with the action you'll try first. Subscribe and hit the bell for the next part. Part 3. Forge strong bonds. Building trust and loyalty. In Part 2, we explored how powerful communication turns ideas into action. Now, let's dive into a cornerstone of leadership: building trust and loyalty. A leader without their team's trust is like a ship without a crew, it won't get far. In this part, you'll learn practical, powerful actions to create strong bonds and inspire genuine loyalty. Building trust and loyalty. True authority comes from relationships rooted in trust. When people trust you, they'll follow your vision even in tough times. Here are 3 practical strategies to strengthen those bonds and solidify your leadership. 1. Show authentic vulnerability. Influential leaders don't try to seem perfect. Showing vulnerability, like admitting a mistake or sharing a personal challenge, humanizes you and builds connection. This isn't weakness, it's strength. When your team sees you're real, they feel safe to be themselves. Practical action. In your next opportunity, share a moment when you faced a challenge and what you learned. For example, in a meeting, say, "In our last project, I underestimated the timeline, but I learned to plan more carefully." This shows humility and encourages others to open up. 2. Recognize and value contributions. No one follows a leader who ignores their team's efforts. Acknowledging good work, even in small ways, creates mutual respect. A simple, "Great job, your effort made a difference," can transform someone's motivation. Powerful action. Make it a daily habit to recognize at least one person. Send a message or call it out publicly. "I want to shout out Sarah for her creative solution to yesterday's issue." Be specific to make the recognition genuine and impactful. 3. Create a safe space for ideas. To inspire loyalty, people need to feel safe sharing ideas, critiques, or mistakes without fear of judgment. Leaders who punish errors or dismiss opinions lose respect. Instead, create an environment where everyone feels valued. Efficient action. In your next meeting, encourage participation by saying, "I want to hear all ideas, even the out-of-the-box ones. No idea is wrong here." Then, thank each contributor, even if their idea isn't used, to reinforce safety. Why this works. Vulnerability fosters connection, recognition boosts motivation, and a safe space encourages innovation. Together, these build a loyal team that trusts your leadership. In the next part, we'll cover how to sustain your authority with consistency and lasting impact. Loved these tips? Share in the comments one action you'll take to build trust with your team. Subscribe and hit the bell for the next part. Part 4. Lead with longevity. Sustain your influence with vision. We've reached the final part of our series on becoming an extraordinary leader. In the previous parts, we covered self-awareness, powerful communication, and building trust. Now, in part 4, we'll focus on how to maintain your authority long-term, ensuring your leadership is consistent, inspiring, and leaves a legacy. Get ready for practical actions to solidify your impact. Sustaining your authority with consistency and vision. True authority isn't won in a moment, it's sustained through daily actions. Impactful leaders don't just inspire short-term. They create systems and habits that maintain their influence over time. Here are 3 practical strategies to ensure your leadership endures. 1. Establish leadership rituals. Consistency is the backbone of authority. Memorable leaders create rituals that reinforce their vision and keep their team aligned. This could be a weekly meeting to set goals, a daily reflection moment, or a habit of checking in on team progress. Practical action. Create a simple ritual for your team. For example, start each week with a 15-minute meeting where everyone shares a win and a challenge. This keeps everyone focused and reinforces your presence as a leader. Try it for 30 days and tweak as needed. 2. Invest in others' growth. Great leaders don't just shine, they help others shine. By investing in your team's growth through mentorship, training, or feedback, you multiply your impact. Loyal people follow leaders who help them grow. Powerful action. Identify someone on your team with potential and offer a growth opportunity. It could be a course, a challenging task, or a mentoring conversation. Say something like, "I see a lot of potential in you for this project. How can I support you?" This builds loyalty and strengthens your authority. 3. Adapt without losing your core. The world changes fast, and effective leaders adapt without abandoning their values. Whether facing new technology, market shifts, or unexpected challenges, your ability to adjust while staying true to your vision sustains your influence. Efficient action. In the next week, assess one area of your work that needs adaptation. Ask, what's working? What needs to change? Gather team feedback and implement a small change, like adopting a new tool or tweaking a process. Show you're open to evolution. Why this works. Rituals create consistency. Investing in others amplifies your impact, and adaptability keeps your leadership relevant. These actions make you a leader who doesn't just influence, but leaves a lasting legacy. By applying these strategies, you're ready to lead with authentic authority and inspire real change. Ready to be a leader who makes a difference? Hit like, share this video with someone who needs these tips, and subscribe for more content on personal growth and leadership. See you in the next video.